What's going on? This your girl Shantae C checking in for a brand spanking new tea and things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here back in the building. We're going to get into some of the celebrity tea. It's lots of it
Oh my
tonight.
God.
And some things for sure.
Yes.
But first, we are going to start out with shouting out our sponsor here, Lucky Coin. If you have a small business you want to grow, hit us up. We'll get you in touch. If you guys want to get to the bag.
Yes, and she can attest to it, baby.
I can attest to the bag.
She is getting the bag.
All right. Well, y'all know we got a lot going on this week.
Oh my God.
These celebs is
What is
cutting
happening?
up, but
They acting a fool.
they acting a fool. But first, you know, I don't know how I feel about Summer Walker single again. I'm starting to feel like she's like J-Lo.
What happened?
I know. And I like that couple together. I love them together. Rico, how you say his last name? Reyes. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, what's going on with them though?
But she said that they're just at different stages in life right now.
Well, that happens. That definitely happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I really like them together, and I hate to see her going through a breakup again.
But you know, I feel like if you're gonna break up, this is like the time to do it. Do it before you get married. Like, do all the makeups and breakups before you get married. Like, don't be like J-Lo and like you marry somebody and then you break up. Like y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, please don't.
Yeah, I
do
know.
that.
Jay keeps it moving.
Yes, she does. She
keeps
like
it moving. We love you, Jay, but girl,
yeah,
you
doing
keep
the
it
most.
moving.
Well, hopefully she'll figure out who her Prince Charming is. You remember, ladies, you gotta kiss a bunch of frogs before you get to your prince. So there you go.
Yeah, for sure. But I liked them together. They were so cute together.
Well,
but hey,
that's how the cookie crumbles.
You got to break up to make up, girl. And then moving on, Lord Tory Lanez, he was stabbed in jail.
What? Girl, he is just not catching a break.
He is not catching a break. I mean,
I forgot he was in jail. Oh God.
Yeah, because remember, like a month or two ago, we talked about it, and I can't even think of her name. The reason he's in jail. Megan had to put a restraining order out against him while he was in jail.
Why he in jail? How you put a restraining order on somebody in jail?
Well, he was paying people to
pull up on her,
harass her and stuff, according to her.
Oh,
but yes, he was stabbed in jail.
Oh, and the saga continues.
Appears to be in stable condition. I'll keep you guys posted.
That's crazy.
Beyond.
Please let the beef go, please.
I know, and I don't, yeah.
I know he regrets the day he ever met her.
Talking about karma, what the fuck?
For real.
I mean, when it comes
hard and heavy.
It comes. You cannot catch a break.
Oh my God. So what else is going on, sis?
Well, Diddy.
Did you see the picture of him? Where he looks so old.
I know. And I hate that it's not publicized because I believe New York don't allow cameras in the courtroom, I believe.
Oh.
Federal court don't allow cameras in the courtroom.
Wow.
But
he going down. He going down.
On Monday, that Cassie did take the stand.
Oh.
And I know that had to be traumatizing for her to rewatch.
To relive all of that.
And relive. And one of the things was somebody was there to testify that allegedly. Okay.
Right. Everything is alleged.
Yeah, to testify that Diddy paid, a prostitute to like have sex with her while he watch in the corner and do whatever nasty thing he's doing to himself. Just disgusting.
And what's so crazy about all of this is that you can literally pay women to do that. Why you gotta inflict pain on somebody else?
Yeah.
There's women who's out there and they ready and willing to do that. So I don't understand. I don't know. It's just all too much.
Yeah, and then she had to relive that video that we all saw,
which was just a nightmare. I can't imagine if that were me.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's bad. It was bad.
I mean, that even if he got away with every single thing else, that is so damn crazy.
Yeah. So crazy. So crazy. So, it took them a little minute to get the jury trial going, but they finally got some people that wasn't as crazy as the next. I would not want to sit on the jury for a trial like that.
Everybody who is involved with this is just a sad situation.
Yeah.
From him to her to anybody who was involved, to the family, to the children. It's just a travesty because he touched so many different people's lives. Mm-hmm. And so many people. That's just like the whole thing with Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. So, I don't know. Lord, did he still
we gonna
have some not guilties?
We gonna pray for him.
He's still claiming some not guilties. I mean, I do think how I think all and most is true, and then there's probably
a couple of things that are made up, but everything else probably true.
Yeah, which is bad.
All bad.
All bad. And all we could do is pray for the victims, because I can only imagine having to relive something like that, and especially trauma from years
ago. It's almost like, okay, I was just over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
what
else we got?
Well, there's a lot more going on, but I gotta go do some digging for you guys, because I don't like to bring the ugly without no truth to it.
That part.
Because we got somebody else that might be going down with Diddy.
Oh.
Not in a Diddy trial, but they got their own thing going on. I'm still digging.
Oh, God. That's horrible.
We're going to bring that up next week.
Okay. Sounds good. So, we getting into our topic?
Bring us in, girl.
Okay, guys. Before we do that, make sure you're liking, you're commenting, and share, guys. If you want to come in and you want to talk to us and we can have a whole conversation about it, make sure you're clicking on the actual video. That'll bring you into the chat. You could chat with us. You can give us hearts. You can give us stars. And make sure you're sharing it so your friends can see it too. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, our topic tonight is what happens, the BS that happens when you do not stick to the plan. Now, this could go one of two ways. This could go either really right or really wrong.
Right, for sure.
Because, I mean, I've done things where tried to be spontaneous and we end up having a ball. It's like, dang, I'm glad we didn't stick to the plans. But most of the time, it do not happen that way.
It don't happen that way, for sure. I mean, spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's good. And different and fun. And it's always the most fun when it's spontaneous. But
we just like, let's jump in the car and roll out. That's spontaneous.
Yeah, and that's fun. But I do and have seen
and been a part of the bullshit that happens.
Yeah. I've been a part of it. I find that a lot of times in business.
Oh yeah. You gotta stick to the plan. You can't be
can go
south,
way left, right?
Real quick.
If you're not sticking to, the plan, the business plan. Because when you start trying to be really spontaneous in business,
it typically don't work.
Yeah.
It's not like Russian roulette.
Yeah, not normal.
Yeah, I mean, so plans are here for a reason, guys, right? So if I got a plan typically you've thought that something through, whether it's how to get to a location, how many people gonna be there when you show up. Like if you got a party, you're planning for how much food you need to have so you don't run out. Like all the things that require planning. When you don't stick to the plan, this is what happens.
Things can go left.
You get to the party, the food don't show up till everybody about to leave.
That part.
You get halfway through whatever it is you're trying to do. Your budget was $300, and now you done spent $2,000 because you didn't stick.
You didn't stick to the damn plan.
Now we were supposed to get there at 5 o'clock. Why are we getting there at 10 o'clock? Because you didn't stick to the plan.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we have plans, people.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely think the spontaneous, if you're just, if you're just having fun, hanging out, whatever, that could be cool. And that always go good.
Yeah.
That always go really good.
It's like, hey, I'm just gonna stop by. That's not a planned visit.
Right.
What you gonna do? Girl, I'm gonna bring a couple margaritas and we gonna take it from there. That's a whole different story.
Right. So
you go to the casino. I only plan to spend $5, and now you didn't spend $5,000.
Right. So let me tell you, we're in playoffs, right? Sports betting. And I'm just learning how to sports bet, so I'm not that good, okay?
I don't know anything about it, so guys.
Boom, there you go. But I had a nice plan to go, to the casino, hang out, be with a good friend. He's great at sports betting. I'm looking at his stats. He wins a lot of money all the time. We had a plan. Had we would have stuck to the plan, our pockets would have been bigger. But once we got there, and y'all know I'm strict about the plan. Once we got there, he wanted to deviate from the plan and go to craps tables and roulette tables. And I'm like, no, the plan was we were going to make our sports bet. Then you can do all that. And I'll sit and watch the games because I know the games. I'm at basketball games all the time. So I know how to follow the game.
She know how to follow the game,
I just don't know how to bet on it.
Yeah, look, she knows it's not a touchdown. She knows it's a layup.
Hey. Know when they're traveling, okay?
Know when they traveling. Know when it was too much rough play.
That was the plan. Because we didn't stick to the plan, the teams that we were supposed to be betting on when we walked through the door won. So there was thousands not in our pocket because we started doing our parlay too late. He got thousands out of his pocket because he's on all these tables. And all because if we would have just stuck to the damn plan when we walked through the door. So sometimes not sticking to the plan could be ugly.
Listen, and and my plan wasn't like that, but I could tell you, in filming, if you don't stick to the plan,
for sure,
you will be in a world of trouble. So, just funny stories about filming Beechwood Falls, right? So if y'all don't know, I'm filming a television show right now, and there's always stuff happening when you don't stick to the plan.
Okay? That part.
So just imagine we're on set. We've got all the scenes planned out. Who's going to do what? Where they going to stand? This, that, and the third. We done wrote it all out. Girl, we ain't looked at not one single plan. The plan's out the window. We 7 hours in. It's almost time to go. I'm like, oh shit, we still got 4 more scenes to film. So
because you deviated from the plan?
Because I did not stick to the plan. I'm like, what? Well, where's the shot list? I'm like, I ain't looked at not one single shot list. So that was my lesson. Thankfully, it wasn't an overly expensive one because we had gotten the venue for 24 hours. But had I not had the venue for 24 hours, normally those venues charge you by the hour. So every hour I would have been over.
Right, for sure.
We would have been looking crazy, but the crew was tired, the cast was tired, I was tired. So, we're not at our best filming at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night when we've been there since 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do believe, and I've met people that's like, oh, I don't believe in playing. I just go as I go. You're great. You're good. And I don't want to learn.
Right.
So don't worry about teaching me. But I just feel like definitely, especially when it's in business.
Yeah.
Or something like filming or something like that. It is so important to stick to the plan. And plans are going to deviate here and there, but I think.
Right. You got to have an overarching plan, and you need to stick with that.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I have been to events where
they start late. It's all ghetto and shit.
And the caterer is showing up, I don't know, 4 hours into the event. It was like, who was the planner?
Right.
Who planned this thing?
Right, because, it's a bad experience all around.
Yeah, and, I don't know, you can remember back when we,
had our magazine.
Had the magazine, yeah. Like...
Our stuff was...
having, people come in for photo shoots, having them catered, having the photographer.
Yeah.
If I wasn't such a structured planned person, it could get crazy
and
expensive.
Bad real fast.
Yeah. So I have, I know people on reality and they
think that it's okay to show up 12 hours late.
There you go. You with it. You following me. And I've had to tell them, working from the other side and the person that's controlling the budget, funding the budget, setting up everything. Your ass need to be cut if you can't be on time.
Well,
period.
And it's so, and the crazy thing is that it's unfortunate because I think that sometimes, like, as the talent, you don't really know. You don't know what's at stake for the producer of the show or the producer of the magazine. Like, you don't know what's at stake for them. So you thinking that you showing up an hour late, you think it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But time is money. Like, literally time is money.
And a lot of times, even with these different shoots, when you have a photographer and you have a stylist and you have hair and makeup, they may have another gig.
Yeah.
So you have booked them from... from
this time to
7 to whatever. And they have another gig they have to get to. And I've even seen, like, recently I was in a wedding within like the last year or whatever, and because they wanted to start so late. Because weddings start late. We all know that, right? The bride want to be beautiful, everything. But the wedding starts so late, and I can recall the I don't know if it wasn't the photographer. Oh, they had a
videographer.
No, they had a violinist.
Oh, she had to
and
go.
He had another gig, and he was worrying me. I was in the wedding, but I was kind of like an easier person to get to, like on the end, and he was worrying me like, what's going on? What's going on? I have another gig to get to. And that's just like not cool.
Right.
And I'm sure that he planned on, I'm sure he does weddings all the time, so he made that plan for an hour, even maybe an hour and a half late. But
the thing is, they're professionals. So in their mind, okay, you're going to book me from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock, I don't have a commitment to stay. So because you decide you want to leave, that don't have nothing to do with me. You did not stick to the plan.
Yeah, you got to stick to the plan. So sometimes you got to have the backup plan.
Girl, let me tell you.
I always have the backup plan. I'm always like, okay, if we run over, what am I looking at?
Right, and that's basically what I had to learn really
quick. I've always been like that. I'm a planner.
Really quick. Like, if things don't work out, I'm like, okay, if this person doesn't show up on time, what am I filming? Because if not, it will go, like, we'll get behind schedule very quickly.
Yeah. So I do think sticking to the plan in business is extremely important.
Yeah.
Sticking to the plan if you're going to the casino to make a sports bet. No, I'm just messing.
No, but sticking
I'm
to the
messing
plan
with my
just
brother-in-law.
like in life, like though, because your life can get extremely chaotic if you always make plans, but you always are deviating from the plan.
Yeah.
Because it's like nothing is ever, and of course you don't want your life to be predictable and planned to the very minute. Because I certainly do not like it when people over plan my life. But I do think when you have a plan in place, it makes it easier for you to understand what you're doing, how to get there, you know.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And I do believe that we have calendars for a reason.
Right. And
Because
I try to use mine.
Because I even know like some people in business that they're always so crazy late, whatever,
It makes no sense to me.
to business meetings and stuff. People don't even take them serious.
Right.
You know.
Because it's like you're not respecting my time. I'll never forget. There was a guy that I was working with, and we were trying to get him with a big Atlanta company, right? And so the representative from that specific company kept trying to meet up with us. But every time this person tried to meet, they were always 2 hours late. So the very, very last time that I said, okay, we'll try to see if we could work this out. Girl, I did not even leave the house until they called me and said that they was 5 minutes away. And I purposely did not stop anything I was doing. And I made them wait on me. And they was like, oh, that's so rude. I was like, really? Because you're 2 hours late. I'm just meeting you where you at.
Mic drop.
Don't do that. Don't do that because my time is just as important as yours.
Yeah. But I just feel like if people plan it, you know,
Plan a
this
little
is
better.
business, I
Right.
plan a little better.
Yeah.
You could be better, you know.
So that is our rant for today. Do we got any 5-minute tips?
Do you have a 5-minute tip?
I do have a
Have at
5-minute
it.
tip. So, guys, right now it's springtime, right? Springtime all over. So, one thing that happens in this neighborhood is there's little chickies that like to find their way into your home area. They're trying to find somewhere to lay their eggs and let their babies hatch and all of that. So, we had a situation a couple years ago where we had a reef on the door.
And a bird flew in my head.
And we didn't know that there was birds like living in the reef because they thought it was like a tree or whatever. So my tip is that if you typically like to have the reefs on your door,
like a real reef or
just a decorative reef that
okay,
is like a greenery or whatever. In the springtime, in my eyes, you probably want to take that down, especially if you're in a very wooded area where you have, a lot of wildlife that lives, because we've never had that issue before. But now that we live near a national forest, now it seems like we have, a little bit more things happening over here.
Okay.
So take the reef down and just put something else up that's cute. Like, you know how they have the welcome sign or something like that. So just switch it up for the springtime until the babies hatch, till the little chickie babies hatch. And then that way you won't have like National Geographic at your front door.
And nothing could fly into my head.
This has been another great Tea and Things, guys. We appreciate you, love you. Please comment, like, share. We're trying to grow this thing as big as we possibly can. Let's blow the roof off of it. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Peace.
Peace.